Get ready to dive into a shocking truth. We've built over two-thirds of the world's major rivers with massive hydroelectric dams using mind-boggling amounts of steel and concrete. That's tens of millions of tons worth. But here's the thing. These dams aren't just holding back water, they're also clogging vital routes for nutrients to reach our ecosystems and blocking fish from migrating where they need to go. As a result, freshwater biodiversity has taken a huge hit. We're talking an 80% decrease over the past 50 years, according to the World Wildlife Fund. This is no ordinary environmental crisis. It's being called the sixth mass extinction on our planet. And what's driving it? You guessed it, human activities that are constantly craving more and more energy every year. So, did we really get it right when we decided renewable energy was the way forward? Fasten your seatbelts as we're about to take a closer look at the world's largest solar power plant. The mind-blowing Benban Solar Park in Egypt. This staggering facility is not only visible from space, but it's also located on the edge of the Sahara Desert, making it an ideal spot for harnessing the sun's massive energy potential. With an enormous capacity of 1,800 megawatts, this solar powerhouse is actually 80% more powerful than the infamous Chernobyl nuclear power plant that suffered a devastating explosion. So, can we finally say goodbye to our nuclear worries? Benban Solar Park is covered by an astonishing 6 million PV modules spread across 37 square kilometers. But here's the thing, while this solar giant might be a game changer for clean energy, let's not forget to think about what it really means. Get ready to have your mind blown. The massive Sahara Desert covers an enormous 9 million square kilometers, almost as big as the United States or China combined. That's enough space to fit an astonishing 240,000 solar parks like Benban, each producing clean energy for millions of people. And here's the jaw-dropping part. According to Professor Amin Al-Hebi from Nottingham Trent University, the Sahara alone could generate a whopping 7,000 times more environmentally friendly electricity than all of Europe needs. That's not just enough to power our planet, it would even leave us with extra capacity to spare. But wait, there's more. With some clever calculations and sustainable practices, this scorching hot desert could actually transform into a lush green valley, giving new life to the ecosystem while still providing us with limitless clean energy. Now that we've seen the massive potential of the Sahara Desert, let's get back down to Earth with some reality checks. While it's true that a significant amount of solar energy is lost in space, we do have to consider the limitations of our planet's geography. Unfortunately, not every region has the perfect conditions for such large-scale solar projects. The Sahara's unique combination of desert climate and vast size make it an exceptional case. But here's where things get complicated. Transmitting that clean energy over long distances to places like Europe or America would be a major challenge. It would increase costs several-fold, not just during the day when the sun is shining, but also at night when we need power the most. To solve this issue, we'd need an astonishing number of massive batteries. And you guessed it, that would drive up expenses even more. Let's talk about the not-so-green side of renewable energy. What happens to all that discarded equipment? We're looking at mountains of solar panels and batteries packed with toxic substances like lead, cadmium, gallium, and arsenic. The cost of recycling these materials could make this supposedly eco-friendly energy a financial burden. And let's be honest, the sheer volume of decommissioned gear would be staggering. We're talking Everest-sized piles of waste. But there's more to consider even in the heart of the desert. Sandstorms can roll in and cover those precious solar panels with a thick layer of sand, crippling energy production for consumers. You might think an enormous solar park covering the Sahara would guarantee constant power, but the reality is far from it. It just goes to show that while renewable energy has its perks, there are no easy fixes or magical solutions. It's time to get real about the challenges we face in making our planet greener and more sustainable. While we've seen massive solar parks like Benban taking shape, wind energy is another player that's not going anywhere, especially since it can thrive just about anywhere, not just sun-soaked deserts. And let's not forget the major perk: no long-distance transportation costs. Take a look at this behemoth, Jiuquan Power Base in China's Gansu province, now the world's largest onshore wind farm. With an impressive 8 gigawatts of power already online, the Chinese government is eyeing an even more ambitious future. By 2025, they want to expand it to a whopping 20 gigawatts, powered by an incredible 7,000 towering turbines sporting giant blades that'll harness the region's gusty winds. Just to put it into perspective, Jiuquan Power Base in China is packing more than 4 times the power of 6 entire blocks from Japan's Fukushima nuclear plant. Talk about scale. It's heartening to know we're moving beyond traditional power sources that rely on coal, gas, and uranium. But let's get real, folks, this isn't a silver bullet just yet. Wind energy, as promising as it is, comes with its own set of challenges. Let's dive into the realities of wind energy. The thing is, wind doesn't blow consistently everywhere. It's super location dependent. That means we can't just blanket the globe with massive installations. So, you guessed it, predictability remains a major concern. When winds die down, those giant turbines come to a standstill, leaving us with a power gap that affects everything from apartment fridges to industrial giants like metallurgical plants that need constant smelting cycles running smoothly. The bottom line, even wind energy can't be the magic fix we're all hoping for just yet. Now, let's switch gears and explore another game changer in renewable energy tidal power. Check out this innovative station off South Korea's coast in Shua Artificial Bay. It's harnessing an incredible force. Think hundreds of trillions of tons of water moving with the moon's gravitational pull. The result? A whopping 250 megawatts of clean energy, enough to power a city of 500,000 people entirely on its own. That's what I call making waves in the world of sustainability. Let's dive into some mind-blowing stats about tidal power plants. Today, we've got just around a dozen of these up and running worldwide, including some super cool experimental ones. Many countries are already on board with building their own, but there's one project that takes the cake: Russia's Panjinskaya tidal power plant in the Sea of Okhotsk. This massive station boasts an astonishing 87 gigawatts, enough electricity to power a staggering one-third of modern-day Russia. Sounds like a dream come true for environmental lovers, right? But here's the catch: this incredible feat comes with an equally jaw-dropping price tag, a whopping $250 billion. Let's get real about tidal power. It's not without its critics. Just like wind and solar farms, these ocean giants have some major upfront costs, and they can only produce energy for a few hours at a time, twice a day. That's right, folks, no 24/7 power party here. But here's where things get awesome despite those limitations. Tidal power plants serve up electricity that's ridiculously cheap. Plus, they're super gentle on the environment, keeping ecological systems in harmony as resources naturally ebb and flow, making room for one another. Get ready for a mind-blowing timeline. We used to think we knew all about energy resources, but technology kept pushing boundaries, unlocking new possibilities. As our numbers grew, so did our hunger for power, and the sources we relied on evolved. It all started with firewood, a game changer back in the day. When Europe's forests hit rock bottom, coal stepped up as the next big thing. Then came oil, taking over from coal, and just when we thought that was it, nuclear power plants entered the scene. Each shift brought us one step closer to where we are today, and who knows what's next. Fasten your seatbelts, folks. We've learned from our past challenges, and now it's time to harness power from eco-friendly sources like pros. Imagine being able to tap into limitless energy without harming the planet. Game changer, right? With this newfound ability, we'll unlock doors to extraordinary possibilities. Think about extracting the world's essential elements directly from seawater, where every element on that periodic table is literally dissolved, just waiting for us to find it. Or picture this: creating atoms with just 3 simple ingredients: protons, neutrons, and electrons. If theory becomes reality, we'll be able to build any atom we want. Can you feel the future possibilities unfolding? But before we dive into that amazing future, let's shift gears for a moment. Something to get your mind buzzing. Have you heard of the Kardashev scale? It's like a report card for civilizations, grading them on 2 main subjects: energy and tech. The scale shows how much power a society has and what kind of cool stuff they can create with it. Here's the twist: as their tech grows stronger, they unlock more ways to generate even more energy. It's like a never-ending cycle. It makes you wonder where our own civilization stands on this scale, right? Imagine Earth as a massive supercomputer, harnessing every last bit of energy from our planet. Talk about a technological takeover. But here's the thing: we're not even close to tapping into that kind of power just yet. we'll need some serious scientific breakthroughs to bend those pesky laws of physics and unlock new ways to generate energy. Buckle up,